Hello everybody, this is a Lamley Super Showcase. This is where I show you what super treasure hunt you have to be out on the look for. The D cases are starting to hit. We did a D case unboxing just a few days ago, and the super treasure hunt for the D case, look at that last letter there, the letter D, that means D, is the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. Mattel sent over one of these super treasure hunts for me to showcase for you and give you a little preview. So we're going to open this thing up. We're going to look at the standard version so you know what that looks like as well. And then you see some Aston Martins. That's because I'm going to show you a little bit of what else to look for in the D case. All right, should we get to it? Here's the card. Hot Wheels Speed Graphics. Borla. It is the Borla Deco. Speed Graphics obviously is a series where they show different auto-related logos and such, decos. So this one gets it and it becomes the Super Treasure Hunt. Interesting thing here that I noticed. Notice the art. It's a little different. I mean, obviously they reflect the Super Treasure Hunt wheels, the Super Treasure Hunt logo, but even the position of the car is a little different, and I rarely see that, if you remember. Right? Okay, should we open these up? Anyway, there is there's the artwork. There's the TH logo. You can see behind the wheel there. That marks it a super treasure hunt. It is not on this one. So, black, more like a gray. If there's a black car that's going to be a super treasure hunt, it'll usually be this kind of gray, and you'll see all kinds of shade variations on it as well. All right, let's open it up. Let's open up the standard version first. That's another way to know there's nothing on the card. I'm going to put this down right here. We'll look at it in just a second. And now the super treasure hunt. There's that logo. If you use that to try and find a super treasure hunt, many times you're not going to, because it'll be hard to find the car, to kind of move the car around. You kind of have to know what you're looking for. That's why Mattel is providing these supers for me to showcase for you, so you know. Many of you already know, but let's go ahead and have a look-see. All right. So let's move in. Let's move up. Let's get the lighting nice and bright. Okay, let's start with the standard. You will see plenty of these. I think I pulled at least two. From the D case that I opened. You can see that it's straight black. The Borla Deco, 78 on the back. It does have the if you look right here, it does have the 78 and the stripes on top. A lot of times the Super Treasure Hunt has additional deco. I don't think this one does, other than the TH, right? Because the Hot Wheels logo is on that bottom stripe on the side. J5 wheels just in black. I think that looks good. So Super Treasure Hunt or not, I think this one I would have been happy about no matter what. But you add the Super Treasure Hunt deco to it, everything is the same. I think you can see here, stripes are the same on the front, on the top, on the back. This one has what they call, I think these are called the GT wheels, kind of a lace style racing wheel that looks really, really good. Grayed out with the chrome rims. That is where I think the biggest difference is in the wheels and the color. You can see that. Just definitely changes the look of the car. All right, real quickly, you want to see where we are now? A case Super Treasure Hunt is the Datsun 620. You can compare that to the more mint green standard version with the Steelies. Nothing on the hood. This one has additional deco on the hood outside of the TH as well on the side. So there's a massive difference between those two. That would have been hard to miss. Then you add this one, which is the, what is it, the 60 or the 70 Chevelle, right? No, Nova, sorry. 68 Nova, sorry, I screwed that up. Which looks a whole lot like the standard version. There it is with the Steelies. Remember, this one was done by Mattel at the request of collectors. So that's kind of cool. This one has the Real Rider Steelies on it. The decos are the same, hood, everything. So that's going to be, that one I think I would, additional DH, right? But maybe someone might have missed that one. The third one, which people have been finding in the last few weeks, is the Porsche 934.5. Porsche, still getting there. 934.5 with the awesome Aero Real Riders. And you can see color-wise, it looks very different than the blue 934.5 with the lace wheels. Both are fantastic. But now we are 4 for 4 in Super Treasure Hunts, don't you think? Like in terms of, we've seen the European Porsche. We have seen the classic muscle Nova. We've seen the JDM Datsun 620. And now we see a modern American car in the 2015 Mustang. Next batch will be JDM. That will be the next Super Showcase. And after that, we go very different with an unlicensed model, the Golf race car. But that Golf is pretty cool. So I think we're doing really well on the Super Treasure Hunts. All right, what else to look for in the D case? Real quickly, I'll walk you through new models. And I like to do the highlights. I'm not going to show you everything. But I did open these and, you know, I did pull these out of the cart. And I think it's always nice to kind of see them. See if it's something that you want to pick up. This is the Jeep, what is it, the Wrangler? I don't even know, it has this weird window on the back. Jeep Wrangler, 2017 Jeep Wrangler. Very much a Moab style take on the Jeep. And as one who is in Moab at least once a month, I kind of like this one, I guess. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but considering I see these kind of vehicles all the time. Over at Jeep Safari in Moab, look, it has a little piece of plastic hanging there in the window. Anyway, that's kind of cool. So that's one. Another new model to look for. We've showcased this one before. This is the Mercedes GT. Right, is it GT3? Yeah, Mercedes AMG GT3. Complements the AMG GT they released last year. Looks nice with the J5 wheels. This is from the Project Car series. Although I don't see the Project Car logo anywhere on the vehicle, but it's there. I mean, it's part of the series at least. My favorite new model from this set, as much as I like that Mercedes, I like this one even better. This is the Cadillac ATSV. Oops, sorry for the bump. ATSV R. So we've seen the Cadillac CTSV from Hot Wheels. This is the ATSV R, and there's a whole lot to like about this one. Deco's great. Proportions are great. That rear wing is one of the... Sometimes they're too thick with those metal wings, but this one really, really works. I don't think it's too thick. I'm sure if I saw a picture of it, you could see that, but they have to make it thick. It's metal. Love that the headlights are part of the window piece, so that creates that differentiation right there, even though the model is black, but future versions will look great. Would love to see rear deco, but that's okay, because it is a race car. This one is my favorite new model from the D case. It's another race car, Ford GT race car, which looks awesome in orange with the PR5 wheels. I'll give that one rotation. That's the fourth version already of this car because we saw it in Forza. That's just coming out. There's also the second color of the brand new casting of the Z06 convertible. I'll go with the blue. I like the blue one better, but this one looks good in yellow. So that one goes into the collection. Front rear details is always nice. Another one that I think will be popular is the Mazda Repo. This one, I liked the Mad Mike version last year, and it was cool that they throw that as an homage to Mad Mike, not Magic Mike. Two very different things. But this one, I think, is a proper debut. Clean on the sides, rear detailing with the rotary power on the tailgate, the Yokohama deco on the side. Really, really nice. So this one I think this one really outshines its first version. So I'm looking forward to how all the different versions of the Mazda Repo. Two others that I'll show you. This I think is the star. This is the 47 Ford, I think. 47 Ford in flames from the Flame series with the steely wheels. This is typically not one I would showcase, but when it looks this good, I just had to show it. Move up like that. And last but not least, I mentioned when I did the D-Case opening, the Skyfall James Bond DB5. This is the gray Aston Martin DB5 with lace wheels. And you might go, John, I've seen a lot of gray DB5s with lace wheels. And I tell you, you have. If you saw the background when I was opening the Super Treasure Hunts, I pulled them all out. Do you know how many James Bond Aston Martin DB5s? Now, you know this is the James Bond because of the rear license plate. What is that? BMT 216A. Just real quick, I'm going to show you my camera. Look at all those. I'm going to walk through it real quick. I'm bumping around here, and I apologize for that. Okay, so the model debuted in green. Then I think a year or two later, we saw it in its first actual James Bond release. This one was in the main line. I don't know what year it was. I didn't do a ton of research. I'm just going to show you them because I collect this model. So there is the license plate, right? The BMT T16A, right? So there's the first version. Then it got released in the entertainment line. So here was premium version, metal base, a little bit more detail. You can see those really pretty classic real riders on it. And then look at the license, BMT 216A, and it even has the DB5 logo on it and some side trim and everything else. Beautiful model, a little bit darker gray than the last one. So you can, should I just show you? See, there you go, big difference. Got to keep them in order because I'll forget. Then it goes in the main line again. This time, this is in the James Bond series. There was a James Bond Walmart exclusive set that was released, and this one was part of it. This one didn't have the license plate on it, notice that, but it was part of the James Bond series because it was all over the card, right? They did a Lincoln, they did this, they did maybe a Lotus. I'm trying to remember all the other ones. Maybe an Aston Martin DBS. So that was the third version. Then they did a special version. This one's just ridiculous. The mirrored chrome Comic Con version that Hot Wheels did. Came in this really crazy cool case, and I, of course, opened it. There it is, BMD 216A. Some of you have seen that in my display. Is that bonkers or what? Is that just pretty? Mirrored chrome, beautiful, beautiful model. Maybe not entirely accurate, but who cares? Then it shows up in entertainment again in kind of a different shade of gray. Notice that. And but that's a second version, same wheels. And look, BMT 216A. And then last but not least, the one I just showed you. In the main line now. Maybe to have a contract with Aston Martin and a contract with James Bond, they needed to produce a lot of these because they've produced a lot of these. That is the 6th James Bond version. Now, here's what I think they should do. If they're going to do any more variety, if the James Bond licensing folks will approve it, do a Zamac version. Maybe they're going to. I don't know. I really don't. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there was one because it kind of works, right? It's gray. So do a Zamac version this year. Put the BMT 216A on the back, and then you've got a And then you're done, right? They kind of done all the James Bond Astons. Do different colors on it. I like the model a ton, enough to collect this many versions of it and to keep collecting all these silver Aston Martins. But you know what? Do a Zamac version, then we're done. All right, everybody. There you go. We'll finish off with the Super Treasure Hunt. Go out there and find your D cases. I've seen in Target. I've seen in Toys R Us. It's bound to hit Walmart soon if it hasn't already. Go find that Mustang Super Treasure Hunt. Let me know if you find it. It's a good case, that D case. We'll talk to you guys later. Tomorrow, in fact. Bye.